Good morning, and it is that of Crypto Day or Wednesday, the 9th of May 2018. Welcome and good morning, 4-minute morning. Everything you do within your own risk, own reward. I'm basically going to go over the Bitcoin price chart patterns. Big green candle up day is where we're going to start. And within such, we can see it gave it all back the very next day. But what it did after giving it back, it managed to have a nice correctionary support move within the 18 average. And within such, it established two levels of resistance along the way. Now, because I'm only concerned for now about the data from here, I'm going to switch this time frame up to the 400-minute. And as we can see this a little more clearly, this level of resistance and this one here. So after getting above it on this point here, it continuously made a move up to this point pretty quickly. Consolidated well within a half dozen or so periods, maybe one less. And I've seen that little bit of a breakout before as market tops. And I don't mean all-time tops, but tops that don't see it for a while on a specific time frame, like a 400-minute one would be like. You draw like a little box in here, and then you can start talking about little failed move fast moves, because this was a statement in here stating that this thing was ready to get going. Great buy signals, and when great buy signals failed, and I learned this the hard way via my trading over a decade ago, or almost a decade ago, that this could get you pretty darn near good, and you can have, of course, large moves that can hit you, especially, of course, when you're margin trading and all that type of jazz. And when a move like this happens, and it doesn't support where it comes back from, which in this case was its first key, like neckline area, well, that's fine and dandy because, well, look at these lows in here. You got this one, you have this one, so you can have this one or somewhere around here. But you really don't want to give up much more. So now it's, to me, resisting at this point where I really don't want it to go any lower. So it does look as if this low is the next place and target, which is showing markets to go very neutral amongst this. And I mentioned this before, that this could be one of the scenarios. Or, of course, the more worst case scenario. As I take a look at this, again, within making a move down here, we got the 8,000 level. And I want to bring up the Bitfinex chart for this example. And, of course, this key level at 7,972. And this general area, to me, is a major status must hold. And when looking at it on a 3-day time frame, I'm looking at 8,000, this area here, within the 18 average of lows. And that's an area where it can correct through. It can pierce below it and stuff, but move rising back there after that. Because if I seek weakness along the area, I'm going to love the chances it comes down here. And then I'm not going to like the chances if it comes down here and holding too well. Thus, I would expect most likely a fast move down to possibly breaking below 3,000. That's why I consider it to be a major hold. Of course, getting above this key 10,000 level I've been talking about is going to be, and still is, a major turning point. But I used to make these the 4-minute warning, or the 2.5-minute warning rather. So a warning is going to be in at around the 8,000. To me, that is a big level. And for now, things are still in the correctionary trying to switch it over mode. The statement has been made again within the action over the months of April into now May that this market is trying to roll over. So if it's able to get the job done, we'll see the break and it's getting the job done, of course. But if not, that's the failure. And oftentimes from failed moves can bring fast moves in the opposite direction. I'd like to thank you for tuning in. It's much earlier today, and I'll expect to put more videos out later in the day, of course longer in time. Bye-bye.